Welcome to episode 1548 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts. Today, we've got the latest on Diddy. Everybody wants to know. Wes is going to give it to us.
Gonna give it to you like a bad boy.
Yeah, bad boy for life.
Yeah. Real quick, Will, a quick announcement on the Patreon. Not only can you now join and subscribe, you can also piecemeal it in. If you want to pay per episode, just go in there and get a little taste of what we got going on. You can pay per episode to peruse, and then hopefully you'll be a subscriber after that.
Yeah. Check it out.
For one episode, see if you like it.
That's right.
And then you'll like it.
That's right.
It's dirtier, raunchier, sleazier, slimier.
Pat and I got sleazy this week.
Yeah, nice. Good. I mean,
that's not here after that. We got our souls ripped out of our bodies by the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Care to comment on that? I see you're not in an Eagles jersey today, Mark.
You burn it?
Those are in the hamper. That was rough. And then I took a victory lap in the Discord with me and Pat, just joking about how much money we made when they, had like a 99% chance of winning.
Yeah, well, really all they had to do was run the ball 2 more times and the game would have been over. But
yeah,
they just didn't do that.
I should have just come with literal egg on my face. I should have just cracked the show today.
You told us we were jinxed, and you were right.
No, we called it.
I know we were
beginning of the show.
Yeah.
That was a real bad fucking.
I didn't know it was going to be that bad,
So
but
bad.
That was a bend you over Diddy fucking right there.
That was Diddy. That was Diddy style.
Oof.
Yeah. Well.
move on. We move forward.
That's right.
We'll rebound. Anyways, patreon.com/Hard Factor. Get in on all that. It was super fun. That was the most fun loss I probably ever had, just because how comical it was.
It was.
It's funny.
Yeah. We got China's social media influence campaign in America. Not that they didn't have one forever. Just I'm going to give you the latest on that.
Nice.
As we head towards this election. There's more details coming out all the time. And then explosions of all kinds.
I've got several explosive stories.
Beautiful.
Sounds thunderous. Yeah.
It'll be a blast.
Pow! Fantastic. Anything else, fellas, before Wes tells us about Diddy?
No, nothing else. Let's do it. Diddy update coming at you. First, we all know he was arrested Monday, I believe at the Park Hyatt. He flew up to Manhattan just to get arrested, but I'm not sure he knew he was going to get arrested then, because in his hotel room, apparently they found a baggie of pink powder, which they believe to be ecstasy. So he wasn't keeping it squeaky clean for his impending, storm by the Homeland Security people who are handling his arrest. So
he's just probably partying. You can't course correct now.
Right.
Everybody knows, to the point of everybody saying no Diddy. So
yeah, I mean, he's getting one last one.
Under so much stress, he knew he's got to keep himself, level and fun, because he knew at some point it was going to happen. So he's got to have at least a little bit of fun dust on him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would have OD'd by now.
Yeah. Surprised he hasn't.
Anyway, that
might be coming, right? That's what the conspiracy.
That charge is going to be peanuts compared to what is coming for Diddy. So he's being officially charged with 3 federal crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and prostitution transportation. Those are the 3 big boys that are coming at him that the feds leveled against him. Extra bad news for Diddy, who faces life in prison for those charges, is that the judge who oversaw his first hearing today, who is a female, happens to be a female, Manhattan Federal Magistrate Judge Robin Parnofsky, has denied Diddy bail. So now he will be in jail until his trial has concluded for now. Okay. So, I guess the female judge didn't exactly, have any sympathy for the alleged sex trafficker, sexual abuser, sexual deviant abuser of women, allegedly. So,
yeah, they're going to put his charges on a scroll.
Yeah. His charges are very long.
It's a laundry list.
His lawyer, this guy, his head lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, who
You better
claimed,
be Magnifico.
yeah, he better be really, really magnifico to get Diddy off this shit. He claims all these instances that Diddy's being charged with, the long list of sexual abuse between men and women, I guess, were consensual, all consensual adults. It's also important to note that this judge also represented,
despite all the people who have already leveled accusations at
but all the new
everything,
ones,
everything was consensual.
Everything was consensual. Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm going, yeah. Every time he says something,
Mark
Magnifico makes a claim, and Diddy goes, yeah.
Get him, Mark.
Yeah. Like old Diddy when he used to just jump into Biggie songs. Yeah.
That's really all he does. That and have people killed allegedly.
Well, until he killed Biggie, then he got the
right.
lead role. But before he had Biggie and Tupac killed allegedly, he was kind of like a JV Flavor
hype
Flav.
Man.
Yeah,
he's a hype man. He's a what is it called back in medieval times when they yelled a herald.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. He's making a lot of money being a hype man. Again, that Mark, the lawyer, also represented convicted Nexum sex cult leader Keith Raniere. Didn't do so good in Keith's case, I guess, because he ended up getting convicted. But they argued with this judge for 2 hours as to why Diddy, the human trafficker, habitual sex offender who has a net worth of around $1 billion, should be allowed to remain a free man until his trial, and certainly flee the country on his on a private jet.
That's when you're a real piece of shit, is when only the Nexium guy will take your case. Like no other lawyer's touching it but the Nexium lawyer. That's when you really.
Did he have any cases in between, or did he go Nexium to Diddy?
I don't know what he's been up to.
That's just the guy. That's the only dude who will touch you at that point.
I think he's been on retainer since the first allegation came out, and Diddy knew that this was all coming.
Why didn't he flee when everyone thought he fled, when his plane fled?
I have no fucking idea, because he was still trying to play the innocence card, but I don't know why he didn't flee. He should have. Yeah. He certainly should have, Mark.
Yeah.
And Diddy wants out of lockup so bad that he and his legal team offered up a $50 million bond to the judge to let him flee the country for the rest of his life. He offered up his Miami Star Island mansion, which was ransacked by the feds, along with his Los Angeles mansion. That mansion is worth $48 million. So he's like, here, you can have my mansion, which I'll never need again because I'm going to flee the country. Right. He also offered up his mom's Miami home, who I guess he's probably going to bring with her when he flees the country, to cover the remaining $2 million, equaling $50 million. He also said, hey, I'll wear a GPS monitor if you want me to. But I imagine that can easily be cut off on a tarmac when you're about to board a plane, so
we lost signal. He's 50,000 feet in the air.
He's at the Miami private airport.
That's going to be an awkward apartment living with mom, just the two of you in a little room while all the allegations come out on TV.
Yeah, I think maybe they just don't want the feds to get to her. I don't know. I'm just making this up. I would imagine he would flee the country if they set him free, though. So according to the New York Post article by Ben Kochman and Priscilla DeGregory, Diddy appeared in the court just after 2:30 a.m. today. And here's a little sketch of what he looked like. He's wearing a black t-shirt, gray sweatpants.
Upset.
They say he was stone-faced. And
they captured the upset stone-faced pretty well in that picture.
Yeah, they did. There's the judge that I was talking about.
He's mad in every single one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he is being charged with being just a despicable human. So.
Oh, he's the devil. So the federal prosecutor Emily Johnson asked the judge to, basically keep Diddy in jail, saying he's an extreme danger to the community. He's a serial abuser, and he tried to obstruct justice on many occasions. They also, for example, say that Diddy tried to bribe a hotel security officer to cover up the March 5th, 2016 assault of Cassie Ventura, which he, of course, settled with earlier this year for an undisclosed $100 million or whatever it was. And then just as recently as last week, they say that he texted former Diddy Dirt money manager or money singer Kalina Harper 58 times after she was named in the lawsuit against him, which was brought by Dawn Richard, who you can see here. She was part of Danity Kane in the Making the Band MTV series back in 2004. And she says that Diddy broke into her dressing room and began groping her tits and ass, which, let's face it, is child's play. For what Diddy,
she's lucky that that's all Diddy did in hindsight. But
it's gonna be tough to watch get him to the Greek again. I'm not trying to put Russell Brand and Jonah Hill in the exact same league as Diddy, but Russell Brand has his history with sexual assault when he was a drug abuser, and then Jonah Hill's got his stalking accusations and stuff. Pretty much every guy and get him the Greek stuff.
Funny movie though. Funny movie though. The Fuzzy Wall, pretty funny.
It is funny.
Part. Yeah,
it's tough. I mean, tough to go back to that one.
Yeah. So again, no bail for Diddy as of now. Some other fun stuff that came out today is that the hotel where Diddy used to party, the swanky hotel in New York, revealed that Diddy is a big oils guy. And they once billed Diddy for destroying every couch and sheet in their hotel room with just oils. He had drenched the couch and all the sheets with oils. In addition to the lubes, baby oils. And it checks out because when the feds raided his homes in Miami and Los Angeles, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. So, he's a big oil guy. And, when you're going to fuck holes, you need a lot of oil.
Assholes specifically, Wes. They're not they're not that stretchy. So,
you just got to, people were just drenched in oil. They also found 3 AR-15s with the serial numbers scratched off, ammunition, and a drum magazine, like the old
Tommy
gangster Tommy gun, like what they killed the dude in The Godfather with, the Sonny, I think. So they found that.
It's exactly what I would imagine Diddy having in his closet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. I thought they would have found 1,000 guns.
An old school gangster mafia style machine guns.
So I guess with the oils and the guns, those were all part of these freak off parties that they're saying that Diddy had, and they have video evidence of these freak off parties, which of course Diddy, because he's a sexual predator, kept as not only for his own pleasure to jerk off to later, which he also jerked off in the room while he was forcing females to have sex with male prostitutes, but also to hold them as collateral over his victims. Yeah, exactly. So he would lure them,
victims, but the celebrities involved. He was like a kind of like an Epstein style. He invited everyone to the parties. They got to indulge, but he knew and had evidence of everyone that was there.
That's what it seems like. And a lot of people are wondering, when's the shoe going to drop on that? Is he going to get
when does the shoe drop on Epstein?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Is it going to be the same type of thing? The video is going to go missing.
How many people indulged in both?
What's going to be a few famous people in those freak off parties that shouldn't have been there. I mean, it sounds like he really had his way with up and coming artists primarily. But I don't know. He had his way with everyone, basically. So these freak-offs, according to the feds, often lasted several days. And again, Diddy is in the corner masturbating or having sex the whole time.
Forcibly. Yeah. I mean, he's getting it in.
Yeah. I mean, he's drugging women.
People are just looking at Diddy to see if he's going to call the freak off, and he's like, it goes on.
I didn't buy all this baby oil for nothing, y'all. And then he just fires off the fucking AK, and then that's when the freak off's on for another 24 hours.
Right.
It's like a wedding in Kazakhstan or something. So the freak offs often lasted several days and were so intense that Diddy and his victims would get IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion, all the banging, and the drug use. That's what the feds are saying. So I guess tomorrow he's back doing court. They're going to try to fight for his bail again.
So Wes, hold on. The feds are saying this, right? So question about that. Apparently everybody behind the scenes in entertainment knew that this was happening for decades. How big of a piece of shit he was.
You're either at the freak off party or you couldn't get a hold of him for 4 days.
Or you're making money off of Diddy.
Yeah. Right. So what's
No,
At
it's
what
just-
point
it's just like what's his name?
did the investigation begin? At what point did they start looking into it, or is it just like he's lost all of his powerful backers, so now
It's when the shit really started to
leaking.
hit the fan, when all the women started to come out and they knew that there was no chance that he was going to get away with it. Just like what's his name, the old fucking Hollywood guy, Weinstein. This is just like Weinstein.
A lot like Weinstein, Epstein, Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
People have been dropping breadcrumbs and knew about it for decades. Like you know, like
Cosby.
People talked about Weinstein for decades. People talked about Epstein for decades. People knew about Matt Lauer for years. People knew about Diddy for decades. It's the same thing.
But they profited from him. They enjoyed his relationship because it benefited them. And then once they knew they had to sever ties with him, then they were.
I just gotta say it's pretty strange for particularly Epstein and Diddy, who are charged with sex trafficking, that it's something that all of a sudden becomes a problem once the public knows about it, but didn't seem to be a problem prior to the public knowing about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It was a problem all along.
Yeah.
It's a big problem all along, but I guess that's how entertainment in Hollywood works with these monsters.
Law enforcement, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't look into it. You're right, even though they got tips probably. So again, yeah, Diddy's due back in court tomorrow, 3:30 in the afternoon, to try to argue for bail again. Maybe he'll offer up his Los Angeles house that he won't need because he's going to flee the country.
Right.
But
he's got a few more houses.
He's got a few more things to offer up that he won't need when he flees the country.
Anything in the States.
Yeah, exactly. Anything in the States.
You can have it all.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Won't need that house again. Goodbye, house. So his lawyer said, quote, to close this out, Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. So that's the latest on Diddy. We'll find out more.
Fighter, just ask Cassie.
Yeah. Just like the Nexium guy. Innocent. Totally innocent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he gets out on bail, he's gone. Otherwise, it looks like he's going to be spend the rest of his life in prison. But who knows?
That's why every time this happens, it's just so mind-boggling. It's like these guys had it all.
It's not enough, Mark.
Just weird.
It's not enough. You need more than all.
Yeah.
You need everything.
Once you got it all, you can't satisfy that hunger. You got to go You got to get into some dirty shit, I guess.
You got to get more baby oil.
Yeah. 1,000 bottles of it.
Put one sex shop kids through college. Did you just say 1,000? Is this a typo? I've seen someone order 10.
You think the Amazon guy would have tipped off the police? Be like, I just delivered another case to Diddy's Miami mansion. Just I don't know what's going on in there, but
another
got to be a brothel.
Fragile package.
Yeah.
Clink, clink, clink.
This is the third case this week of baby oil.
You think Diddy ever just covered himself in baby oil? Just completely
I'd like to cover myself in baby oil just once.
Just nude, walking around the room, completely head to toe, covered in baby oil.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun just once,
Damn. Wild parties.
Anyway, keep you updated on Diddy. But that's the big latest news.
Thank you, Wes. That was a lot of information. That was
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, Wes. Yeah. And Diddy, and especially his lawyer, might want to take a break and chill out. And the next people we're about to talk to definitely need to chill out a little bit. And my favorite way to chill out is with my favorite nicotine product, Lucy pouches. Boom. Mango 12s for me. Everybody's got their own flavor and strength that they like. It comes from 2 milligrams up to 12. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free. Lucy isn't like other nicotine pouches companies out there that's owned by big tobacco. They're like the mom and pop shop of pouches. Okay. And we've been with Lucy forever. They are our people. Pouches come in a variety of strengths, like I said, from 4 milligram all the way up to 12. Lucy offers a unique variety of flavors, including apple ice, wintergreen, mango, and espresso. We're a big time mango podcast on here. If you're not a pouch guy, Lucy gum is available in 2, 4, or 6 milligram. They also have the breakers, which is like a pouch with an extra juicy in there. It's nice. Like
those are, I think, out of stock right now.
Oh, okay. Well, good. They're out of stock.
They'll be back.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah. Set yourself up a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door. Why that's better than going to the gas station? It always comes on time. You don't have to go to the gas station, and it's better than everything they sell in there. Yeah, the price, the reliability, stuff is sold out everywhere. It's perfect for anytime you need to just chill out. With golf course, working a little bit, need a little relaxation. Pop into Lucy. You're feeling nice and relaxed. Okay. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/hard factor and use promo code hard factor to get 20% off your first order. That's Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code hard factor to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. And Lucy,
right. Yeah. Yolanda loves them so much. She says, "I've been known to put in 2 12ers at once."
Yolanda, I'm starting to remember. I think Yolanda's the wife, and this guy signs into his wife's account.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
I like
that. Yolanda's a badass bitch.
Yeah.
I do that after a few beverages, maybe, get the double 12, but it's rare. That's nice.
Sometimes, like when you're transitioning, just put in the other one before you take the other one out.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Lucy, it is valuable, useful in every situation. Okay, let's move on to social media bots. Do you ever get in an argument with like an egg avatar or some like generic ass looking account on social media and think to yourself, this person's so crazy, it's got to be a bot?
Yeah.
Right?
This egg is really driving me up the wall.
Yeah, like, whether it's whether it's the no egg or like a lame ass name or like
a picture with just a circle with like a letter in it. Oh, Jay is really.
Yeah, and they won't give it up. They're just arguing with you forever. They're so passionate about whatever the fucking stupid thing you got entangled with them about.
Egg that when I went on their profile to see what's their deal that joined a week ago and has 0 followers is pissing me off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Shit like that, and you're thinking to yourself, this thing has got to be a fucking bot because it's not a real person. It feels like it's not a real person.
Yes, Will.
It's happened to everybody on planet Earth if you use social media. Turns out, maybe so. Maybe it is a bot. China's spamiflage program is exactly that. That's what they do. It's been running since 2019, and a new report from the research company Graphica, that's Graphic with a K, reveals that the spamiflage program from China is still alive and well in 2024. And so what they do is basically just what we talked about. China is making fake accounts. So burner after burner. I think one of them was like called like Real Fireman, like on X, just an example, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like burner after burner, like
real person.
Yeah, trying to pretend to be like a real American, fake American citizens. And they typically make these accounts just ultra opinionated, okay, and hyper focused on hot button divisive issues like abortion, homelessness, Ukraine, Israel, etc. And you would think coming up to the election here in 2024 that their goal would be to sway our election this year. But the new Graphica report actually suggests that at this point, China's only goal is really to sow division.
Right.
That's it.
Crazy.
Yeah, to just drive us insane, even using fake AI content to do it. So they'll have these bots like argue with people or agree with crazy people and work them up, and so like that's what they do. They just get on there. It's not too dissimilar from what RT was doing with Tenet Media, giving those people on the right leaning side. I think they had one left person, but just giving them, basically Russian talking points, which are going to sow division as well. And China, their thing is it's not right or left focus. It doesn't seem to be. It's just like they're making
more effective to just get everyone yelling. They don't care who, I'm sure they do care who wins, but I understand why this is more effective, and just having everyone yell at each other is better than trying to sway an election.
Yeah, and they agree. That's what Xi and maybe Putin too seem to be coming to the realization of, is their new goal is to just shower us with like shit that's going to piss us off and make us more divided and upset with everybody.
Isn't this the
in particular?
Isn't this like one of the tactics that they lay out in Leave the World Behind in that movie? Isn't that like part of the plan, like to divide us through?
Yeah, that's been online too with some extremists who've been shouting about civil wars and things like that. But yeah, the plan is division at first. Yes.
You have to wonder how many, like, so some of the main people, like the actual influencers that are saying that civil war shit, you have to wonder why are they saying it, and then B, you have to wonder how many of the people that are echoing that, retweeting that, are bots, right? So probably a lot, right?
Either their bots are getting their strings pulled by people in charge of bots,
or getting worked up by spamouflage bots or whatever other bots out there. There's got to be Russian bots, whatever. There's all these nations are doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, their goal is to just wind up Americans and get us pissed off at each other. How many spamouflage bots do you think Ryan Ruth was talking to and working himself up with before he tried to kill Trump on a golf course? How many spamouflage bots?
More than humans.
Yeah, exactly. This dude probly only interacted with he was talking
to more bots than actual humans. Yeah.
I mean, like the spamouflage bots could have been what pushed him over the edge. Not saying it is. It could be whatever. This man was so insane. His North Carolina neighbors claimed that he kept a horse in his living room. That's the new report out of his old neighborhood. North Carolina. This was while his family was living there. His ex-wife and his daughter. His ex-wife even ended up dropping his child support order completely a few years back because citing his complete fucking craziness. And
it's best to not deal with him. Yeah.
He can't take care of anybody himself or anything. He's been convicted of check fraud, firearm possession, possession of weapons of mass destruction, which were like explosives. And he's also got a
spam bots.
Yeah, psychotic obsession with politics. He donated to Act Blue 19 different times despite having no money. So you think he may have been chatting with some like-minded bots before deciding to go to Ukraine and cut a promo for the Azov battalion, maybe? And then after that, trying to attempt to kill an ex-president. I think he may have gotten worked up online a little bit.
I think we've all communicated with spam bots. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
The bots are just stroking his ego, telling him he's right.
You just disengage.
He's the target.
Yeah.
But he just kept engaging.
Even our editor in the chat today said that she has friends on Facebook selling bot farm phones that you can participate in this bot, and she's in the Philippines.
But I think those are more for pumping numbers, right?
Those are
I don't know what those are.
Download. Those are like, there's two types of bot farms.
Faking ads, right?
Exactly. There's two types of bot farms. There's a bot farm funded by like governments that'll sow division, and then there's bot farms that you pay, like podcasts like us who has never done it, which is why we don't have the hugest numbers ever, but we're good. But like a lot of people will all of a sudden have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram because they paid for them, or like
because they'll pay a bot farm
they paid for them, and that's all. People not listening or watching the show, they just pay for a service, and then a bot farm will download your show and
they've got a wall of cell phones in front of them. Literally, Miel sent us the picture, and it's like they literally have like a wall of cell phones. They're using different phones to like pump the clicks. This is the same exact kind of operation, Wes.
Not for Hard Factor. We go organic, baby. We're all natural.
Right.
Of course, the Hardo Hive, 100% real. But this is the same exact thing. You're right, Wes, except it's like a government, like Mark was saying, a government program that's just designed to attack.
Same mechanism,
right?
Reasons for doing it. Yeah,
gotcha.
China's spamouflage program actually focuses a lot on Hong Kong, obviously because of what's going on over there. But they do have an arm that focuses on America, and so you just have to when you're out there, pop in a Lucy instead of getting an argument or getting worked up and having a spamouflage bot stroke your ego.
Is it like entrapment, or the fake myth about entrapment where you're like, you a cop? Got to answer. Can you ask a bot?
No, they will deny they're a bot until the end. In fact, they will say. Yeah.
First thing they program.
Yeah. I think the bots are managed by real people. So they will they'll fight the takedowns and stuff like that. But when they get discovered as being part of the
what do you think
brand, they get taken down.
What do you think the bonus was for the bot owner that got that dude to try to kill Trump? There's got to be a huge bonus.
He's got to get like the Medal of Honor in China.
Best botter.
Promotion.
Yeah.
Now the conspiracy theorists out there, they wonder which kind of bot was talking to old Ryan Ruth, but yeah, some bot was, that's for sure. That's 100%. I think we could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. He was conversing with some bots.
Bots will get you. That's all they have. That's all they're doing. They want to get you. They got time. That's all they do.
Pretty easy to divide America. I mean, they're it's an easy job.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy too, because you've seen it like now that we've seen so many elections in a row be influenced from the outside. Yeah. And in the past, it's always been like, well, they've been going for whatever candidate seems to like throw us off kilter. They've now evolved to the point like we're so fucking divided that now they just want to throw fuel on the fire of the divide.
It's almost like things have gotten worse since the internet.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to blast off?
Yeah. Explosive.
Okay, first up.
Great song, by the way. Great song. Exhibit.
Blast off.
Explosive.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm more of a what's the call, what you want to call it? I'm a fucking alcoholic. If I'm too drunk to walk, I'll rock the party in crutches. That's my favorite Exhibit song.
Well.
First up's a literal explosions, and you'll never guess where.
Warzone.
Well, yes, more specifically, the Middle East.
Okay, the biggest war zone.
Yeah, yeah. We need some more beauty pageant contestants to wish for peace in the Middle East because things are still going horribly over there. This new incident is probably the weirdest bombing incident I've ever heard of. A large number of pagers blew up. I read simultaneously, maybe semi-simultaneously, and they ended up looking like this. And everyone in possession of them in their hands or their pockets were severely injured, as well as 3,000 people, some of which were civilians, like a young girl is being reported to die. And the targets were all Hezbollah members, which is like a recognized terrorist group, right? That is mainly located in Lebanon. So this was in Beirut, Lebanon. All of a sudden, beep, beep, beep. Are you getting a page? I'm getting a page too. It's from number 183. And then
it says I'm dead.
There was even like an Iranian consulate that had one, right?
So it was the Iranian convoy in Beirut that were like escorting Hezbollah. So it was all like in Lebanon, but it got the Hezbollah, some civilians obviously, and then Iranian military that were like their convoy. So they Iran's not happy either. Obviously, Iran and Lebanon are both. Guess who they're saying, and it's kind of pretty obvious. I think it's being reported on
Israel.
Yeah, they're saying Israel.
So their complaint about having their pagers explode is that they got tricked into buying explosive pagers from Israel.
They did. It kind of reminds me of that operation we covered a couple years ago about like the CIA, I think, and maybe it was the FBI, that they got like drug dealers and terrorists to all switch to like this one app or service through their cell phone.
Yeah.
Run by the CIA.
Yeah.
They were just collecting information, but then they added a bomb to it. And they convinced, so also the Hezbollah leaders recently, and I'm sure that Israel or whoever was involved in this got this information. Hezbollah leaders were like, we need to switch from cell phones because they are dangerous for us. Let's go to pagers. And they all bought the pagers with bombs in them.
They must have thought they were so cool.
Yeah.
So how did they get duped into buying the explosive pagers?
That information is yet to come because this happened on Tuesday and the death toll is still rising and the injuries are still rising. So it's like, it's breaking, right? What we know is that a lot of pagers went off at the same time in Lebanon, and they were, mostly they were targeting Hezbollah. That's what we know, and I'm sure we won't know everything ever, but more information will come out for the next couple of weeks on this one because it's insane.
Dude, the Israeli army is one step ahead of these fuckers. Remember how they killed the leader? They planted the bomb in his fucking hotel room like weeks before because they knew he was going to be there. They are fucking way ahead.
They're also the best, like with software and stuff. Like, they're yeah. I mean, they have good intelligence.
Simon C posted in the Discord.
On October 7th, RIP to everyone over there that's been dying, especially the civilians and stuff. It's horrible, but
Yeah, so Simon C in the Discord posted from Breaking 911. The Iranian ambassador to Lebanon and 2 of his bodyguards are reportedly injured from the pager incident. Apparently, they were using the same pagers distributed by Hezbollah.
Yeah, Hezbollah is handing out the pagers to everybody. They had bombs in them, and Lebanon has now said, like, we will get our revenge in Israel. Iran's not too happy. Hamas.
You know what? You just got to take the L on this one. If you bought the explosive pagers from them, that's just game. You lost. You lost. The pager war is done.
You can't trust anything.
The Hezbollah leaders jinxed it more than I mainly did with the Eagles. They jinxed it. Let's all push themselves on.
I don't know. The shirt, the fat stack daddy shirt idea was a pretty big jinx too.
Yeah. I mean, we pretty much pagered ourselves.
You know, the problem, Mark, is that they didn't. They cheaped out. They could have gone with remember those cool clear Motorola pagers, and they would have totally seen the bomb in the pager.
Right.
But they probably went all black, like
they did
old
go
school.
all black.
Yeah, and that's where they made the mistake. They should have gone like clear green Motorola.
Pagers go boom. Clear. It's not good. I mean, look, it's not good over there. Tensions are high, and hard factor is for unity. Fat chance, I know, but we're doing the beauty pageant answer over here.
Yeah.
Hang
on, it's my bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great if the Middle East, like, just decided to like pack it up one day. I was like, you know what? Done with all this war.
Yeah, there's never a worse sign than when your whole crew's pagers go off at the same time. That's been since pagers existed. When everyone gets a page at the same time, it's not good news.
No, they got you by the balls.
It's like usually followed by 911 in the States when everyone gets the same page at the same time.
Except for when it was like what was it, 143 or whatever? I love you. That's the one.
Yeah, page. But if you're all getting at the same time, then she's a whore. Will like how is she in the
No, true. No, the only page you're getting at the same time is that you're in trouble for something.
Yeah. Your whole crew's in trouble. Yeah. Emergency. Anyways, next story. That was the biggest one. These last two are metaphorical or different types of explosions. Next story, we're heading to Florida, and it's not even Friday. Substitute teacher Harvey Cole, seen here, stepped in for an absence at the Bridge Prep Academy in Riverview, which is in Hillsborough County, Florida. So he stepped in to teach. Someone was out. And he had a self-explosion. He was caught masturbating in the classroom on his lunch break.
That's pretty tough for a teacher.
Substitute teacher, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got real comfortable day one.
Put in my own movie here.
Well, he's in defense of him. He's a sub, so he's usually at home, usually not in the classroom all day.
He had a routine, yeah.
He had a routine. He's like, well, it's 11 a.m. I usually jack off at 11 a.m. And so
no matter where I am, 11 a.m.
He has an alarm that goes off.
Gotta clear the pipes.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he's taking Putin's advice too and getting after it at work on his lunch break, although he only read half the headline. Forgot to
No, dude, this guy would be put to death in Russia. If you jacked off on your break and didn't put it inside of dude, they would be not happy.
You read half the headline.
So how'd they catch him?
2 students walked in on him fully exposed.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't even lock the door.
They caught him handed.
Yeah. Dick handed.
Yeah,
lube handed. Yeah.
Dick handed.
Diddy handed.
This happened back in May, by the way, but the school sat on it for a day, having some pretty serious conversations, I'm sure, along the lines of, do we really want this in the news? It was a one-person crime, after all. He was attacking himself, but the students walked in on him. And
no, that makes it a sexual crime. Yeah, when the students see it. Yeah.
And now the 26-year-old, they reported it, and it took until September 11th for a warrant to be issued, and now he's under arrest. He was placed on administrative leave, so not even really fired.
Well, if anybody understands jacking off on the job and potentially getting caught, it's cops, right? I would say.
Probably.
That's a stressful job.
Get down. Yeah, I mean, he tried to do it during lunch break, but he forgot to lock the door. Someone's in here. And the last explosion happened in Brazil. So for the record, we have people acting up in the Middle East, Florida, and Brazil for the explosion stories. And a Brazilian mayoral candidate debate in Sao Paulo on Sunday night, Jose Luiz de Tena, a former TV presenter turned candidate, smashed opponent Pablo Marcal, a personal development influencer turned right-wing politician, over the head with a metal chair after Marcal brought up Ditana's sexual assault allegations. Damn. He showed him he wasn't aggressive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Here you go. Here it is.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of tough to see. It's going to come from two angles. So here, he's swinging the chair. You can't really see it, but the woman's ducking. And then there's a bunch of that's the aftermath, and you'll see it from this is the guy who gets hit's angle. He's talking. He has no idea it's coming, and now he has a pretty good idea it's coming. Boom!
At least he got to block it. Last second, he got to block it a little bit.
He blocked his head, but Marcal was treated and released at the hospital, and a group of like 10 guys had to just stop Ditana from hitting him in the head with the chair again. So like he's like cowering, and he was going for another shot. He was treating him like Mick Foley or Tony from PA, and he was going to hit him again, but the guys had to like pull the chair out of this guy's arms.
So Ditana, I mean, he's lost the election now. You can't come back from attacking your opponent with a chair.
Well, did he not know that was going to come up?
Well, Marcal has been provoking his opponents for a while, and he's really been provoking this Ditana guy because in their last debate, he looked at Ditana in the face and said, "In the past, you've said you would slap me. You're not even man enough to do this." And as we all know, that saying that Brazil to another man equals metal chair to the head next time I see you.
Yeah, but he brought a weapon. He kind of proved his point.
Yeah.
Kind of proved his point. Ditana, wow.
This is pretty funny. The debate cut to commercial, but later resumed Marcal, who was at the hospital. So it was just Ditana up there.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, I guess we'll ask you. He's like, you can't ask my opponent. Hospitalized him.
This is for the president?
No, for mayor of Sao Paulo.
Mayor of
the largest city in Brazil. And these guys aren't even the front runners, although Marcal is starting to become one. Marcal ended up getting hit in the torso, and he had a rib fractured. So he was damaged. He blocked it.
It was a significant chair. If you didn't see the video, what it is, it was like a metal bar stool. So it wasn't like it was like the tall kind, not a short one. With
a partial block, it fractured one of his ribs. Officially,
Jesus, a heavy chair.
And Marcal, a true politician, never missing out on an opportunity, took to social media, probably from the hospital, calling the attack an attempted homicide and likened it to the assassination on Donald Trump, I assume the first one, and the stabbing of Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. So he's like, they're trying to kill me. Moving up in the polls, baby.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
That's soft. You can't be mayor of Sao Paulo being that soft.
Yeah.
He should have tried to milk it a little less. That's
a tough town.
Ditana said, I made a mistake, but I don't regret it at all. So he's
dude, that might get him more votes than the other guy.
I think this guy's going to win.
Well, Ditana's way back in the polls. Marcal's been shooting up the polls before this incident, and he was neck and neck with the incumbent Ricardo Nunez and leftist Guillermo Bullos. So the two guys debating weren't even really in the running until recently. And there's two other guys that had.
What if Ditana was doing this on purpose to give Marcal the bump?
Yeah.
What if this exactly like WWE?
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, Ditana, hit me with the chair about 20 minutes in, and this is going to send us both to the moon. I'm going to get you that cabinet spot or whatever you want." And then
you
Ditana's
can't contain Ditana. It was an explosive exit for him from the mayoral race of Brazil's largest city. So
that's awesome.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Some nice explosive news there.
That's going to do it for the show today. Spread the word, tell a friend, but most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day.